What's up, guys? Blessings and welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to do like a reaction and a vlog in one. So I'm doing some curry chicken, and which you will see later on in the vlog. I'll talk to you, I'll show you how I'm doing it. But I want to ask you something, guys. Seriously, did you see Qarol's video with her trying to explain away about the travel commando's reason for why he let Gitriba use his personal phone number or M-Pesa number to collect the monies that the commando is trying to raise for his legal fees. Hey, did you guys see that video? Lord have mercy. Listen, the lady really sat and tried to explain to her people, but honestly it wasn't making no sense to me, because number one, I think that she's forgetting something. You know what she's forgetting? She's forgetting that it was not so long ago when it was the fundraiser for Castor, when the words came to the street that people are out there campaigning for her. Wasn't it the same Qarol came to us, to the streets then rather, telling people that she made so many trips to the bank because how people were sending money? Wasn't it Qarol doing all of that? No, look at hypocrisy, guys. It was okay that people confided in her to send her money for Castor. Nobody knew until this blessed day how much money that she collected. She never, even though the crowd was demanding for her to bring out the money and tell us how much money she collected, she never did. You understand? She never did. Let me drink my juice and talk. No, she never did. She came back and fire some shots telling people that I never collected any money. I never collected anything. And I don't have to explain anything. Tell me, guys, why is it that Marwa now has to explain to anybody? Why does Marwa have to explain to anybody what he's doing? Now she's out there campaigning that he's not even saying. Some of it might not be her exact word, but it's basically what she said. He's not even saying what's this for and what's that for, and it is not even her alone. It is the crew of them. They want to hear what it is that he's collecting, how much, and what is it, and no saying why should Gitriba collect the money in his name. Now look at stupidity. You are so quick to pick out the beam out of somebody else's eyes, but you're not seeing yourself. You were there standing in the front line when nobody, even though Castor's mother put out information where people could send the money, but your fans sent it to you instead. You collected it, and God knows what happened after that. You understand how much was sent to the parents after that? Because I know that you were never going to go to the bank with your own M-Pesa money or to pay bike or bother fee for yourself. We know that you wasn't going to do that. It would not be your money. You understand? So, I don't know who you're trying to fool. Anyway, people, let me drink my juice and cool down. Now, let us go into the chicken. I will show you guys how I prepare what I prepared. And then when done, we will come back and chat some melee about Qarol and Marwa's money that is being sent to Gitriba. Watch the move as we look after this chicken. All right, people, blessings and welcome back to the vlog. How you doing? It is like today's what? Today's Tuesday. Now everybody is home. Husband home on vacation. Pick the home on Easter break, and boy, anyway, it's quiet right now, but just know that my hands are full. If I used to do meals 2 times per day, you must know now that is 3 or 4 times per day, because everybody home and everybody gonna be hungry constantly, and it goes on and on and on. So today I did breakfast earlier. I myself didn't even had any breakfast much. These are just some little pieces of plantain and stuff remaining for the breakfast, and eggs, bitter eggs remaining for me. It was more like a cup of tea and then a glass of juice. That was just me. Anyhow, it's bright and sunny, kind of chill day. Thank God for that. It's not hot, it's windy. So I decided to do some curry chicken for dinner today. I have a whole tray of chicken leg, and I'm not in the mood for, honestly, for like baking or anything. No chicken. I mean, I really need the heat. I can't deal with the heat right now on me, so I just put some curry in it. Guys, listen, everybody does their thing different. Some people would rub the curry onto the chicken like me and let it marinate, while some people would just put the curry in the pot while it's hot and let it activate a little bit, which I think honestly is the safest way. Especially nowadays, you don't know what you're getting when you're buying these things. They're filled with chemical and whatnot. And the curry, it's like the turmeric itself. Okay, I said turmeric because when I was younger, we had the turmeric plants in our yard, and we had a lot of them, and they look like ginger. The fingers of the turmeric look like ginger. Anybody who know about turmeric, you know what I'm talking about. So what we used to do was, after we grate it and everything, and or do whatever process, I don't even honestly, I don't even remember how we used to do it to get it, to use it to season our meat. I really don't remember, but I remember the plants. I remember that they look like ginger. But I can't remember the exact process that we used to use, to make them look, to use it to season our food or meats and stuff. Sometimes we used to even use it with rice, cook it with rice, but I can't remember. Anyway, I was about to say after grating it and drying it, but that would have been most likely the way how we use it. I can't remember. I'm not gonna tell no lie, can't remember, but we use it a lot. Anyway, so saying all of that to say, we used to burn. I remember clearly that we used to burn, like we said, burn it, put it in the pot, in the saucepan, in the frying pan, and with a little bit of oil, and burn it. You understand? Yes. If you make ginger tea and you grate the ginger, I think it's something like that we used to do with that same turmeric, and we burn it. And then we would cook the chicken. Them time that we used to have our own chicken pen, house, we say chicken coop in the yard, and an adult would have actually taken care of, unaliving the chicken for us. So we would have just do the other parts, like the older ones, like it was a group of us that my great aunt grew, maybe one from each one, two, actually it was 4 of us. One left after a period when she grew older, but it was 2 from her niece, 3 from her, 1 from her niece, and 3 other ones from each one of her sisters, because she had 1 child and the child died. My great aunt, she had 1 child, the child died in early age, not long after childbirth. Anyway, my people, so long story short, it's going to be the chicken, and I don't know what else, because my good neighbor send a nice pumpkin, but I don't know pumpkin and what. I have potatoes, Irish potatoes, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm telling you honestly, I don't know. I'm tired of rice. I'm tired of I don't want no dumplings right now, and I don't want no pasta either. So I really don't know what I'm going to do this curry chicken with. Honestly, to the way how I feel, I probably might just do the chicken with the pumpkin and some potato. I'm telling you the honest truth. I want to cut the pumpkin now. I'm not so versed when it comes to like cutting these things. Let's tell you the honest truth. I'm not versed. I'm gonna try because I'm gonna try. Anyway, I'm going to try. I'm a lefty, but I'm trying to cut. I can actually, not trying, I can actually cut with my right hand. So you call this being ambidextrous. I don't know. The pumpkin sound full. It sounds very, oh my god. No, it's not. Nah. This is not a full pumpkin. This pumpkin is not ready. Nowhere close to being ready. Oh my god. So guys, let me just turn it around. Nowhere close to being ready. Think it was in the right position. No dread now. Pumpkin, it needed in a full. It's not full. So how I know it's not full, it's white around the edges, like not fully around the edges, but all the way down to where the center is in a full. And if you count, like when I did this, it sound like a full, but it's not. Nah, I don't know what to do now at this point because and you can't even like put back this take the seeds and then leave it, because the fact that you open it, that's the end of that. But this pumpkin is not yet full. It's such a shame. It sounded one way, you know. Honestly, when I knock it a while ago, it sounded like it's full, but it's not too whitey. So it's giving I'm not ready, and it has a lot of stain, so it tell us say I'm vexing because I don't know, maybe it can be used for fritters or something, but that if you cook for eat, it wouldn't be enjoyable. To cook that to eat, it would, sorry guys, my god. To cook that to eat is not going to be enjoyable. I don't know how that's going to work out, because honestly, it's young. It's still young. In a full, it's not fit. Maybe, you see, when your mind tells you something, like I was telling you guys, sorry for that. Like I was telling you guys, I'm not in the mood for anything else. I didn't even eat my breakfast. I didn't eat any breakfast. I had tea and juice. I'm not feeling like I'm hungry either. I just feel like, I keep feeling like I'm thirsty. I don't know why. This is going to be a huge disappointment because my husband loves pumpkin a lot. Guys, if you see how this thing white, watch here. It's not gonna show the right way. Let me see. It look yellow on camera, very, very yellow on the camera, but it's white. Hi. The camera not doing the right thing. Trying to find a place where you got, look, okay, now you can see. So the most yellow that you get is from the inside where the seed is. Otherwise than that, see how white it is? OMG. Nah, dread. I'm so pissed right now. Right now, I'm so pissed. Anyway, I like to save pumpkin seeds, even though I'm not plant them, because downstairs there's construction going on all around in the yard. So as you can see, guys, yeah, so it doesn't give me room to plant anything. I don't have the room to plant anything. The yard space that remains is like for line, for hanging clothes and stuff. Let me see if I can see there's not much yard space. Construction all over. So there's not much space for doing anything else. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. so I can't plant anything. I had a lot of plants. I had we had breadfruit tree in a bucket, like about 5 feet tall. I had June plum tree. We call it golden apple here in the islands, but it's June plum in Jamaica. That was like 6 going 7 feet tall in a bucket, and it was pruned, very nice. It came from a tree next door also. That is so monstrous. Looking up at it right now, guys, I'm talking to you and I don't know what to do because this is disastrous. No, I'm beginning to feel like I want to just do the chicken, and we probably have bread, because I don't want, and I know if nobody else in this house want rice, because I'll tell you the honest truth. Hopeful, when I'm saying willful ways, hopeful wants. Yesterday I did like, if anybody from the Caribbean who know about cook up, you know what I'm talking about. I did cook up yesterday. I cook up with rice. Even saltfish was in it. Now that in the evening we even took out some out of it and made fried rice from that cook up, right? And so that was used up. So for today, nobody else I know for sure don't want to see any more rice. My dilemma right now. Serious issue. My dilemma right now. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clear the stove. I'm going to clear the stove, and I'm going to actually begin to start the process of this curry chicken, and the rest I use my imagination as I go along, because actually there are some potatoes there. I may just add the potatoes to the curry with the sauce. Who don't want it? Too bad for them. Them say who don't like it, bite it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So it will be curry, potato, it will be chicken curry and potatoes. Sorry, that is how quick I come up with the idea for dinner. Oh my god. So that pumpkin is gonna have to be used for pumpkin fritters or something. So later on I will scrape the seeds and I will dice them, put them in a what do you call it now, in a container, and put them in the fridge until then, such time. I don't know about you either, but I recycle my cooking oil. What I normally do, guys, is throw a little bit of salt in it. Like for instance, if I fry, watch out. No, you see this thing? Look, me having the struggle. Yesterday my husband fixed it, but today it's not thing. The hurricane shutters on the window, because it's windy on the outside, it keeps coming back. Yeah, my husband fixed it yesterday, but it's not staying put today because it's windier. Today is more windy than yesterday. Alright, so I was talking about recycling oil. For me, I normally put a little salt. Like if I fry chicken, I'm not gonna throw away the oil because I feel my pocket gonna burn. And me grew up in a humble home, so I know how to recycle. Guys, you remember the days when, like for my Jamaican people, we used to have a lot of chicken, and we used to have like access to the chicken skin. You know, you remember the days when we used to even use the chicken skin and put it in the hot frying pan and let it fry crispy. And we'll use the oil for cooking, and we'll eat the chicken skin, the crispy skin. We'll just put a little salt and pepper. Hey! So in this pot, sorry guys, let me put my hand over this thing. In this pot is some oil leftovers that I had. I did some fried chicken and I had some leftover oil in the pot. I'm going to use some of it for the chicken. And I normally just put a little bit of salt, like I said, so it keeps it, you know, it cures it a little bit so it don't go bad. Let me see if I can bring you guys closer. I can't fight with this window hurricane shutter anymore. I'm tired of pushing it back. I'm tired of pushing it back constantly. So excuse me guys, sorry about that. Let me see if I can take you closer. Closer. Don't know what's going on there. Yeah. So I'm going to just let it kind of churn a little bit, if you might, in the oil. Let me just show you guys. So this is what it looks like. It has the onion and everything already inside of it. I'm going to let it just a little bit churn a little bit in the oil, yeah. And then okay guys, so I'm gonna let it churn a little bit in the oil, and then I will add, you know, just to let it get a little bit, just fry it a little bit if you might. I thought it's too hot for the camera. Then I will add the water to it to let it steam, right? Just a little bit of water and let it cook slowly. It already has the onion and everything inside. So when I do it like that, to let it get everything that I had on it when I seasoned it originally, to let it saute. Yes, so I just throw everything in the pot all at once. That's just me. Everybody do them things differently. This is the water now that I will add to it in a minute. Watch out. Look at guys, look there. That is the shutter that I'm struggling with. And in case you're wondering why there are no curtains here or anything, or half a blind, I ordered a blind to the width of the window. When I opened the package, this is the size of blind that came, and I'm stuck with it until now. Timo, them do people bad all the time. So anyway, I don't want no kind of curtain because I need all the light possible. So that hurricane shutter that them put there, it does not have the hinge to lock it on the side. Even so be it, I couldn't even lock it because I'm on the top floor, so I wouldn't be able to reach there anyways. Anyway, my people, so back to what I was saying. I don't want no darkness in here. The kitchen curtains, it's not like I don't have. I do have a lot of them, but I don't want no darkness. I need all the light. See, because it's a black. You see how the roof is? It's wood, and you see how, look, you see how easily it could get dark. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is the only side of the house that has so much light. Why would I dark it up with curtains? No, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm working on something else to put there, because even though I try to tell the people them that them send me the wrong size of blind. Oops, oh god. Why is the bowl leaking? Ay, 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 ay. Look at this. Hey, the bowl is leaking. Damn. And I mopped this floor not too long ago, you know. Anyway, so even though I told the company that they send me the wrong blind, the wrong size, they still refuse to refund back my money. But it's alright, it's all good. It wouldn't happen again to me. I would not order from that company again. You understand? Anyhow, let me put you guys down and stir up my chicken properly. Alright guys, so this is how I will add the water to the chicken, little by little. I don't like to throw like a whole amount of water. You can, however, you can, but I personally, like I say, everybody do them something differently. So for me, this is how I would do it slowly, and as it cooks, as it gets closer to cooking to the right, you know, the right way, then I'll add in my seasoned pepper. I'll show you guys later. If you don't know what is seasoning pepper, it looks like a Scotch bonnet, but it's not. It's not actually, it's not hot, but it gives the pot a nice flavor. So I'll add that. I'll add a little more water, and if it's not, you know, tasty enough, I'll go in back, re-season to taste. That's how I do it, slowly. So I will cover this now. I'll cover it now. This water business, yeah, I wanted to save it, but I just realized that this bowl is actually leaking, so time for a new one. I have others, you know, honestly I have others, but let me tell you something, guys. When you like actually literally like your life is not the way how it was prior, and you have to be shifting constantly, things will get left behind. Things will literally get left behind. So for me, I stack away stuff, I pack away stuff, because I have to practice to go without them, survive without them. I saw my mom, you know, after a couple of years of living abroad, and she decided that she want to go back a yard. Her stuff, all her fancy curtain, them when she sew by herself, and all them fancy clothes and so church clothes that she sew by herself. When I saw that they were stuck in barrels for years, get rained down on everything, and she had to start all over from scratch when she go back home, leaving those things behind, because what she went with was already very costly to ship, and we had to leave those things for another time. A lot of them even get thrown away because they spoil. I look at life and I said, you know what, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me, big time. Because if she can do it and survive without those things, luxury things, sheet sets and stuff, fancy this, fancy that, why can't I? See, and even though it's an old bowl, it's pretty much leaking now. Its days are numbered, but that's just my opinion, really. People do what they want to do and use what they want to use, but I personally experience that it's better when you use like the aluminum bowl. I do have an aluminum bowl. I think that one is out somewhere. Let's see. This window is getting on my nerves. I do have one. Always having them hide in places. See, yes, so I do have one. This, I will be using this the next time. All kind of stuff inside there. That bowl came in a set. Don't ask me where the rest of them is, but I'm synonymous for dishing out stuff, lending out stuff. Not here, not in this country, because I'm new here, but where I was before. I had families and friends. Not friends, but close family, friends, or even close family. So they will come, take some stuff, and the bowls don't come back. So I'm only left with that one aluminum one. Anyway, guys, so I'm left with the pumpkin now to sort out, to clean out the seeds. I have to clean out the seeds from the pumpkin, and then I dice them. May I tell you? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Now you get to see me using my left hand. Yeah, I'm ambidextrous. I can use both hands. Yeah, but I can't write with my right hand. Can't write with my right hand, but I could cut or even use a knife and fork with both hands. Anyway, let me do this. And actually with this I don't even have to dice it. I can just put it in the fridge just like how they are. The best part about it is you remove the seeds. When you remove the seeds and the gut from the pumpkin or any other, like even sweet pepper, if you don't want them to spoil very fast, you take out the seed, remove the guts, and they will last for a long time in your fridge. But once you remain the seeds, then the rotting process, the decaying process begin very, very fast. I said I was gonna save the seeds, but this pumpkin don't look like it come from a good family. And I like rich looking pumpkin. It don't look like it coming from a good, healthy, you know. So I'm gonna leave them. I'm not gonna bother to cut them up or anything. I'm gonna just rest them in the fridge for now. Actually, a piece of this could also go inside the curry. I might just do that. That's all it is in the curry, and the rest go in the fridge. So I'll just take a few of these potato. I'm gonna peel them and leave them in some water though, because I'm not ready to use them yet. Because this is leaking, I can't bother to use it. To leave them in the water, so I'll have to choose something else. I have to get another basin and I'm going to add. Oh, let us go check on our chicken. Let's go check on the chicken. Woohoo. Let us take a look. Alright, she's going nice and alright. What you say? She's coming up, she's coming up, she's coming up, the people. Yeah, man. That's one of the reasons why I said I'm not adding too much water. I like to do it like this. See? Okay. There is this pot actually helps to produce water too. And I think it's time now for me to add a little more water. I'm gonna add a little more water to cover them a little bit so them can taste it. Yeah. Alright, so the seasoning inside of it is just enough, the right amount. Oops. Sorry guys, the season in it is just the right amount. I'm gonna add some more water. I'm gonna let this camera cool down because I realize it's getting pretty hot. I don't know why. Maybe the day, maybe the kitchen, maybe the heat from the stove. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little water. Then I think I'm gonna add a little water after doing that. Yep. And then, all right. Just enough to cover it a little bit. All right. Okay. Yes. So that is going to be that, and stir up a little bit. Stir up. Stir it up. Little darling. Stir it up now. I have an uncle who is not so right in the head. That used to be one of his favorite songs. He's somewhere in a home for the mentally ill in Jamaica. One of my mother's brother. My mother is a seamstress and he was a tailor. One of bad tailor in a Clarendon, and the man just take up things on the head and walk away. Left everything. What you want? Yeah. Just take up everything and get up left it. Anyway, let me just cover the pot. Oh, I already did. Time to... Let me just do this. Yeah. Even the... Awesome. People. Watch out. So what I talk about? Can you see this? It's white. This is like a honeydew melon. Nice. If pumpkin is falling out there, not true. I'll take a chance. I don't really take a full. Anyhow, I'll continue to. I'll leave the pot, dice them when the chicken almost cooked, and show them in there. But for these, I want to peel them now. Oh boy. It is hot because the stove is on. Pretty hot, man. By the way, you know guys, I never even intended to vlog today. But never intended to vlog today, but I realized that there hasn't been any activity on that channel for a while now. So the last time I uploaded a vlog, I don't know, Thursday or Friday. So I said let me just do something. Hey. Alright. I'm aiming to come live one of the nights, but I'm just lazy nowadays. I don't know. I'm not lazy, you know. Sometime by the time I'm done here during the day, like I'm just tired and I just want to sleep. Even last night I went to my bed by 7 o'clock. I was out cold. By 7 p.m. I was out cold. Cold. Yeah. So I'm going to talk and peel the potato them for the people. so we can take a break or drink some water. This time I won't be drinking any cold milk. Actually, I have some juice somewhere. Alright, so I'll just do these in maybe 2 or 4, I don't know. Like so, and then like so. Yeah. But then I'll have to watch them because I don't want them soft and mash up. So these, I'll have to be monitoring them because the whole idea is to serve them with the curry. Alright, so this is how big I cut them. Some of them not so straight, but you know. And then this, I'll just dice and put it in to kind of maybe thicken the sauce a little bit. Because at this point, it's useless because it's just white. That's the pumpkin I'm talking about. It's white. Okay. Let me see. Just a few pieces. I'll remain it like that. And so this I can't see. I like to be able to see myself. So this the pumpkin, I'll just dice them and add them to the meat, to the chicken, like to just cook normally. So when and I'll let them cook very soft so they could actually thicken, even though the sauce is already thick. Oh, and that's one of the trick to add less, like the least amount of water you add. I don't know, it does something. Sorry guys. It's very hot. The least amount of water you add, and you make it like cook slowly. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it thickens the sauce. The thicker the more your chances are for your sauce to be thickened or thicker. So I don't know why and how it happens, but it does, because I don't add anything. I haven't added anything. And when I'm doing like curry chicken, I don't really put too much thing for sauce, this and that, because the season that you have in there already, you know, all them like garlic, onion, and then you add your chicken seasoning or the bouillon, whatever you want to call it, Maggi cube, like that would be just about it for me. Anyway, this is that's the pumpkin. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I can't see. Yeah, that's the pumpkin. I'm gonna just take it over to the pot and throw it inside. All right, so give me a minute there. And that's that. So that now will just go on. I'll just stir it in and it will on cook. And I will, sorry guys, oh, my camera moves a bit terrible. That will go on cook. Yeah, just fit them in the place so the water can cover them. Ooh. And make them go and cook. See what I was telling you guys? See the sauce, see the density? It's already thick. So chances are the least amount of water that you put in it, chances are you'll end up with a thicker or thickened sauce. You understand? And somehow it seems that the curry is spicy. So let's say I'm going to put the seasoned pepper in it. That will just even amp it up a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, so let me just put you down, let the camera cool off, and I'll come back a little bit. Alright, my people? Alright guys, yeah. So my chicken is basically the pumpkin as you saw me put inside is basically cooked already. You can't even see them. So it is now time for me to add a little more water, and then once it gets to a point, I will add the potatoes. All right, let me just add a little more. And that's enough. This is the same potato, and once it gets to like starts boiling again, I don't really have to wait for that, honestly, because it's potato, it's not anything else like banana or anything. So once it gets to boiling again, or I can just actually go ahead and add them now if I want. I think I'll do just that. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna add them. I just throw away too much water and see what. Let's put them now because I don't have to wait, honestly. I don't have to. See? So I need let me borrow this a little bit. Yeah, that's how I want it. So I want them to rest right here. I'll rest them right here, and then I'll let them boil, because pretty much the chicken is like halfway cooked, so the rest time that is remaining should be enough for the potatoes to be boiled. And I want them to be visible. The chicken could stay below because they are good, you know, they were already been cooked, so the potatoes will stay at my fingers reach, so I can easily remove them when I'm sharing it out, like scoop it out. You don't get the drift. So what is remaining now for me to do, I want to do this right now, and it's to add I want to add it's the same neighbor who gave us the pumpkin. Like I said, she has a farm. This is a whole pack of seasoning pepper. I'm not a fan for pepper. I don't know, this smells so good. A whole pack. So what I'm going to do is just add this to the pot like so, and I wouldn't burst it because I'm not sure if any one of them is Scotch bonnet, but I don't know. I've never seen this breed. I've never seen this type of seasoning pepper, this shape. I've never seen that one, so trust that is not like any one of the hot ones. Anyway, it's all good. We can survive. So that's the curry chicken for you, my people, and we're gonna leave it like that. Anyway, so as we were chatting earlier, I was explaining to you that at this point we've seen where the negative reactors come out. I had a drink that I was drinking earlier. I want to finish it. The negative reactors come out criticizing Marwa for putting Gitriba's number. They also are saying that why he couldn't use his brother David Jr. Why is he trusting Gitriba? No, David Jr. doing his own thing. Marwa has used Gitriba or has put Gitriba on the front line on numerous occasions. So I personally, I don't see any problem with Gitriba doing any or conducting any business for Marwa. I'm telling you the honest truth, guys. I don't know about them business, but if somebody was like squeezed before, as we say in the Caribbean, if you were doing something with somebody before and they mess you up, they misuse your money or whatever, I know for sure. Like for instance, if Marwa, let me just speak clearly, if Marwa was to would have used Gitriba before, and Gitriba would have done something wrong, you know, to tarnish the relationship between himself and Marwa, do you think that Marwa would have been so foolish as to go use Gitriba again? I don't think so. To do any business? I don't think so. So Qarol was there. Even I saw somebody play it on the chat. I think it was Zach playing it on his channel showing even what's her name? What's his name? Black Beauty, trying to decipher why Marwa, who and who Marwa should use, who and who he should use to do his business. He's not there. He's not in Kenya, and in most cases, okay, I'm not in the Virgin Islands right this minute, and I have a number, old number that was after 4 months, the number was taken. The number was taken. Somebody emailed me and told me that they no longer can access the number. So what I had to do, I called a friend of mine and I was like, this number here, can you go in and see if you can get it reactivated for me? But then after a while, I thought to myself, the only way this number is gonna stay activated is if you continue to put top-ups. You have to continue to send credit to that number. So after a while, hey, that's the shutter for you. After a while, I told myself, no can do. Let me just stop wasting my money. All I have to do is get another number as soon as my boots is on the ground in the Virgin Islands, and that will be okay. That will be it. I didn't bother. You understand? But any other businesses, then I allow my friend to conduct it, or even my sister or other relative to conduct on behalf of me. Period. Alright, I allow people, even if the bank should to get in contact with me, I tell them to email me. The insurance, I said email me. And I also updated them with a new number. But I think what happened in that, they're questioning like the travel commando's reason behind him after doing business this long and traveling this long. He should have known that he shouldn't, how Qarol say? He should have known that he can't leave Kenya for this long and his number is active. He should have known. All the travelers out there. I'm like, oh my god, guys. So that's the chicken and the potato for you. Let me just, the curry itself actually having a little pepper. What I'm going to do is actually add another of the Maggi cube to the pot to give it a little bit more flavor. I'm gonna just add that to it. Yes, my people. So she was basically there saying that Marwa should have known better than to leave and believe that the number would still be available to him. Hey. No. If you guys remember, it was not so long ago that Marwa had to come out and tell people that somebody in the States is using his number that he had on his WhatsApp, the American number. So he's like, sometimes you don't pay these things mind until you come upon them. You understand? You don't pay mind to these things until you come upon them. So remember, he was saying that some people, the person who has the number was, I think he was saying that they were being rude to people who were trying to communicate with him, or people were saying that, Marwa was being rude and he had to come out and clear. Anyone of you remember that thing? You remember when he had to come out and clear his name and say, no, he no longer has that number. Oh my God. He no longer has that number. Anyway, so I added the cubes. I said I was gonna put one, and I ended up putting two. Can't hold the camera so close to the pot. All this time I'm trying not to break that pepper because I really don't know how it is. I've never seen a seasoned pepper with that shape before, but it's all right. I'm not smelling anything, so because if it was the Scotch bonnet, for sure I would have been sneezing as hell. You understand? Anyway, my people, that's what my chicken look like right now. All right, yeah. So it will cook, and as the water dries down, say the potato will be ready. So I say water, but it's a sauce. And I use the term water because the water inside. You understand? Let them sink down in the water so that, and you know it's potatoes, so they will cook very fast. Let me just taste it a little bit. Anyway, see how the sauce stick, my people? This thing consists of let me tell you how I season the chicken. So it's the curry, it's the chicken seasoning, it's the garlic, it's thyme, and it's onion. That's about it. That's all inside there. Yeah, and you saw me with the Maggi bouillon cubes a while ago. I just added that for some extra flavor. You see how thick the sauce is? Yeah. See? Yeah, man. I sound like Jamaican uncle, me say, yeah, man. Anyway, people. So, back to our story of the day. These girls, these reactors are trying them best, utmost best, to break down why Marwa or why the commander should or shouldn't, because he's out there calling himself travel commando, so he should know better. Everybody makes mistake, and that goes to all of us. We all make mistakes, and especially male, when it comes to these kind of things, that's where the woman come in. So the woman would come in to set things in order, to pack the suitcases, to neat and fine, to make sure say your belt in your pants, because man will go through the door without even a belt. My husband leave every morning without his cell phone, and as he reached down the step, the whole village would hear my name and learn my name by now. Because of who? My husband. Because why? Him leaving cell phone every morning. Every morning. No joking at people. Every morning. And he does it over and over again. So I'm saying all of that to say Marwa not perfect, and a lot of us will come out here and pretend like we know it all, you know, in the world of reaction, like we know it all and we have a fix. You're fine, you're good, you're doing. We have a fix for everybody's life except ours, because I'm sure that if you really take a peek in some of these people's lives off camera, it would be a hot mess. So don't mind some of them coming on talking about this and that. We are not perfect. And if I have a friend, like the other day, I end up calling my friend in Jamaica because I told my son, go and pay the land tax. I have 7,000 Jamaican dollars for the tax. Yes, go and pay it. My son said, Mommy, one place where I don't like go, and you know that already, and at the tax office. But say, what about your license, your car license? You have no ticket for pay for? If you're going there, pay for the tax. Listen, Mommy, me no like what the tax office, because you have to stand up outside in the sun for hours because of the amount of people that I don't like. Me now had to call my friend, because I know my friend would have been probably going there also. Me now had to call my friend. I said, girl, when you're going, what you do for me? You just go collect this thing here. You collect this thing here. I'll send it to your daughter, collect this thing here, and you just pay this thing when you go inside the tax office for me. Nothing wrong with that. And that's a trusted friend. I know that she's gonna execute. What wrong with that? So some of them, you know, the reason why I believe like a lot of these reactors would come out gun blazing is because they themselves are not trustworthy. I may tell you the honest truth. I sincerely believe like a lot of them are not trustworthy, as there's a saying in the Bible that as a man thinketh, so is he. That is just my take on the whole thing, because even the word scammer, the way how they use the word loosely, and they accuse, you know, the travel commander of being a scammer so loosely. I've never seen, like, in real time, like literally in real world right now, in today's world, people on the internet like would call out people. Like if you see somebody coming advertising something, if somebody come out advertising something that you know that they cannot, a product or so that they can't provide, people will just loosely use the word scam. You understand? Honestly, yeah, they will do it. But the way how, if Marwa sneeze, the way how they would accuse him, if he sneeze, imagine he's asking his own people that will willingly give to him. He's asking them to contribute because they are the ones that are asking a long time now for. I'm looking after the meat. They are the ones, the chicken guys. They are the ones, like his fans are the ones that have been begging for a long time now, okay, to take action. And if he see that, okay, well, my back is up, he's gonna be up against the wall halfway, because to take action is a lot of them. You understand? It's a lot of them. And I'm gonna need some help financially. What is wrong with him coming out to his fans and say, guys, help? What is wrong with that? Nothing. It tastes nice, is it, man? Oh God, if may have some ginger. Hey, yeah. But I see nothing wrong with that personally, and I don't see why are they taking it up on themselves. Well, anyway, them doing their content and them doing their reaction, and that's what reaction is about. You know, you criticize. It's about critiquing people, you know, other people's actions. So nothing wrong with that, but we just have to laugh, you know, the way how they delve into the whole thing and are trying to fix it for him when they themselves most likely are not even accountable, not even giving account for them actions. Nowhere or in no way, shape or form. Like we see with our good friend the other day here on the street where she collected, and nobody never asked her. Nobody never asked him, Qarol, about no money where she collected. She was the one who came out and said that she collected. She made numerous trips to the bank. Yeah, she was the one. I'm sweating, guys. Oh my God. First it started off as being very cool. It was very cool in here, but then as the stove on, you know, it gets hot. And this time of the day, let me show you outside. You see how the door look? And the concrete, the sun is like reflecting on the concrete away and pitching a kind of heat towards the kitchen. Anyway, this is what it is. So may I tell you now, these people, they don't give account, but they're here directing other people to come out and give account. Can't help but laugh. Anyway, I'll come back to you guys when the chicken done, and you guys will see. You know, I wouldn't share out anything. I'm not gonna dish out anything today, but you know what it looks like. I'll show you once it's done. Anyway, my people, want to keep the faith. We'll be here doing what we're doing, vlogging and gossiping. We say gossiping or reacting, any which way. Yeah. And I use the term gossip because sometimes, because we don't use the word alleged, is reaction. If you're gossiping, then you say allegedly, cause you understand. So we're gonna come back when the chicken done and we catch up some more. Alright, but people, so it's some time later, and but chicken is finally done. But chicken and potato is finally done. Now for me, this is like, I would dub this a quick pot, honestly. Let me see if we can get one spoon or a fork, and in this case I would use a fork. I dub this a quick pot because it is everything cooked in one. All right, so let's take a look. You remember, as I said, I wanted the potatoes to be on top, so when I'm serving I easily can access them without them breaking apart, falling apart, because you know potato soft, you know how the thing go. So you see where the water was, I don't know if you can see it, but see the markage right here? This is where the water was. Remove that. This is where the water was before, and now you see how far it's gone down. Yeah, so the potato them nice and ready, chicken nice and ready, and the pepper, the seasoned pepper still didn't break. It didn't boil and burst open. It's there, but it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. It's not a hot pepper. It's just a regular seasoned pepper. It just give the pot nice flavor, and the chicken is good, nice and soft. See there, nice and soft. I'm not ready to, because it's still high afternoon. I think it's maybe like, let me see the time. Yeah, see the time there. Yeah, that's the time, 12:54. So no dinner at this point in time. This probably would have been lunch, but no, we're not gonna eat. This is gonna be for dinner. So this is what it is. We may have this with bread or something, so chicken, potato and bread, and that's gonna be it. There are still some plantain from this morning's breakfast remaining here, fried plantain, and that will go with that nicely. Yeah man, some people, that is going to cut it for me and our little vlog. I don't know how long this is, but it should be enough. It should be enough because you know, so we are a small crowd right now, so no need for them lengthy vlogs. You understand? Or no lengthy reactions. So we will just go and edit this and upload it for later, so we all can chill and watch and chat. This is for me and my peeps. You know how we do. All right, guys. So we gonna catch you up on the other one. See you guys later. Bye bye.